Shifting focus for now, for how long can Netanyahu sabotage a ceasefire, if at all? As Netanyahu heads to Washington, where he will be addressing the US Congress, the stakes are as high as they can be. Netanyahu left from Israel for this visit at a time when there is mounting domestic pressure to agree to a truce and hostage release deal. Let's just take a step back. What are things looking like on the ground? Where is the Israel-Hamas war headed? In the latest, in Gaza, Israeli tank shelling and airstrikes killed at least 37 Palestinians near Khan Yunis, according to Gaza medics. 37 Palestinians. By the way, this comes after Israel issued new orders to evacuate some neighborhoods, following what it said were renewed attacks from those areas. The Palestinians were killed by tank salvos in the town of Bani Sohela and other towns just east of the southern city of Khan Yunis, with the area also bombarded by air, according to them. Let me tell you what the latest numbers look like. The health ministry in Gaza has said at least 39,006 people have been killed in the war, the toll including 23 deaths in 24 hours. Now, that's just one part of the story. As tensions escalate and concerns grow over a wider war, the Israeli military has said it intercepted a missile fired from Yemen early Sunday. This was hours after Israeli warplanes, remember, struck several Houthi targets. The Israeli airstrikes came in response to a deadly Houthi drone strike on Tel Aviv. We told you about this. Meanwhile, the Israeli army late on Saturday confirmed the airstrikes in the western Yemeni port city of Hodeidah. It said the strikes carried out by dozens of aircraft, including US-made F-15 and F-35 warplanes, were a response to hundreds of Houthi attacks. But again, with Netanyahu off to Washington, question marks hanging over a ceasefire, what really are things looking like for him back home? What do the Israelis think at this point? What is the mood on the ground right now? What do they feel about Netanyahu's handling of the hostage crisis? Sample this. As per a new poll, 70% of Israelis think Netanyahu is not doing enough to get hostages released. That's right. Let me tell you what a survey conducted by Midgam research agency has revealed. 70% of Israelis say Netanyahu is very or somewhat responsible for failing to reach a deal to free the Israeli hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. 70%. Only 21% believe that the Prime Minister is doing enough to reach a deal. Now, this is a strong message for Benjamin Netanyahu, to say the least. The question is, will he sabotage a ceasefire? And if yes, for how long? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.